What's up, y'all? It's Dri Jack, and I'm on Having It Made with Alexandria Jade.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I don't need your respect, cause I got it, made. I got it 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 made.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
I got
8,
it
9.
made. I got it 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 made.
As the princess of College Park, Dri Jack always knew that she was born with an undeniable uniqueness, and that belief has placed her on stages across the country, singing background for Earth Gang, Dej Loaf, Tiana Taylor, and Tiny from Escape. With her latest EP, The Other Side, the superstar has a story and triumph that has placed her exactly where she is supposed to be, and I am so happy that it is on this couch. Welcome, Miss Dri Jack, to Having It Made.
Thank you for having me.
How are you feeling, darling?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm feeling great. We are so happy to have you here in our presence, because it's been a minute since we heard from Miss Dri. Where is she at?
Ooh, child, life been lifing. You know
Life
what I'm
has been
saying?
lifing.
But hey, I'm here. I'm alive.
We
I'm
can get
well.
it. We can get into it.
Yes, we can get into it.
Absolutely. So, how are you feeling? How's the music going? All that.
So I'm feeling good. Music is on its way back. I won't say that it's stopped, but it's been a pause. I had my son last year,
Congratulations.
Aiden. So I have been being a mommy. That's an abrupt change that nobody can warn you about. So I'm just
Oh, mommy.
coasting,
Yes.
coasting through. I think I find my balance.
Yeah.
So I'm getting back to it, finding the space to be able to create again,
Yeah.
and mental space.
Yeah.
Physical space, all the things, but still being a mom.
So, Miss Princess of College Park.
Yes, College Park.
College Park. How did you get coined this nickname, and where did it come from?
So I grew up in College Park. My family's from College Park.
Word.
I went to school in College Park. I went to Tri-Cities High School. It's really in East Point, but so my brother was my manager when I first started my career, and he actually started calling me the Princess of College Park, and since then it's just stuck. And when I released my project, The Other Side, with Issa and Google, that's what I presented to them. Like, yeah, I'm the Princess of College Park. This is where I'm from. This is what I talk about. This is my team.
Yeah.
We coming through. And since then, yeah, you can find me on Google, the Princess of College Park.
You said with some respect on my name.
Yes, exactly.
So, College Park, are there any other artists or influence that come out of College Park
Of
that has
course.
influenced Miss Dri Jack?
Yes, Monica for sure. Monica, she gonna stand on what she say every time, okay? And that's what I'm gonna stand on what I say every time. And going to Tri-Cities, Candy, of course, Candy Burris. Just her business woman, just everything about her. And I've worked with her before. My brother works with her. So just to see her star rise from high school up until now, and going to Tri-Cities, we saw everybody. They're like, this person went here, this person went here, this person went there. So it's just been inspiring to see her rise from
It's
where she
like
was.
a full circle moment.
Yeah,
like
a full
knowing
circle
that you're
moment, and
capable.
to know that like she knows me, she knows my music now. It's like, okay, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, growing up, theater kid?
Yes, I was a theater kid. Well, first church kid.
Yeah, PK kid. You
Shout
make
out to
that
all my
clear.
PKs. I'm a PK, but then I got into musical theater.
Okay.
And my siblings we all sing. We're all in
Yeah.
entertainment.
Oh, wow.
And so I was really following, their footsteps. And then when I got to high school, I did musical theater. And when I was 15, I started like 10th grade year. I was like, this isn't really what I want to do. Like I'm capable of doing it, but it doesn't really give me like, I don't know, fire. It didn't really, do anything for me. And I asked my brother if I could record a song for my 16th birthday party. And after that, I was like, this is what I want to do. This is it.
You wrote it, everything. You just
wrote
the
it.
whole
Me and my
song.
brother wrote it. We recorded it at my cousin's house. He had a studio, and so since then, I've just been recording. Put out my first project at Clark Atlanta, Queen of Hearts. That's on SoundCloud if you guys want to listen to it. But so after that, I've just been working independently since then.
So I know you kind of talk about your family and the musical background. What kind of music played in your household growing up?
Oh, that's a good question.
Kind of pop.
Gospel. And then my brothers would sneak like what they would call it secular music. They would sneak R&B, so John Legend, Music Soul Child, Usher, Justin Timberlake. Those are the people that, and of course Beyonce. Those are the people that we listen to when my parents are like asleep or things like that. But my brothers were definitely the leaders in me and my sisters inspirations and what we wanted to do.
And where do you fall in your siblings?
I'm the youngest. I'm the youngest of four. Yeah, I'm the youngest of four.
Were you like shy growing up?
Definitely. I didn't. We had to sing at the church, so that's the only place that anyone would hear me sing. Honestly, I wasn't singing at school. I wasn't singing no. People would know that I sang, but I was like, no, I'm good. I remember my 5th grade teacher. She was like, "You want to sing for the graduation?" I was like, "No, I'm good. No, thanks." Okay.
Girl, you better get on that stage and do something.
I'm good. But all of us sang, and we all went to the same schools as well. Yeah. So me coming up last, they all know that I can sing. They all know whose siblings I am and like whose child I am. So my mom was a teacher. She's still a teacher now, but they knew who Miss Jackson's kids were. You know what I'm saying?
Your mom Miss Jackson.
Sorry, Miss Jackson.
Look how ironic that is. Y'all were destined for greatness.
Okay, yes, literally. And me and Michael Jackson, we born on the same day. So
I know that's right. Say that to the camera.
Me and Michael Jackson born on the same day, August 29th, where my Virgo's at.
That's her flex. Like she shut it down. So Tri-Cities High School, I know you talked about Candy has come from Tri-Cities. Can you kind of touch on the culture there?
It's real. It's been a minute since I've been there, but it's just real community driven. I was in choir and musical theater while I was there, so I got to see, both sides of the magnet program. I was in dance, I was in acting, I was in all of those things. And they just really want you to get the real life aspect of the craft and of the entertainment business. So we had like people like Maisha McQueen come in, and she's on Broadway now in New York, and even my siblings, but it was just the conversation of, okay, if this is what you want to do, this is what you have to do in order to be successful, in order to show up as your authentic self, and show up with some couth, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have some etiquette to be in these business.
But they tell it to you straight up. Wow, I love that. So with that being said, the transition from Tri-Cities to Clark Atlanta University, what was that like for you?
I feel like it wasn't like too much of a abrupt transition. We love the Black people, so it was cool to go to a HBCU. And before I went to Clark, I really didn't know too much about HBCUs and like their history. So it was cool to be from Atlanta and also learn something new from Atlanta as well. But I love Clark Atlanta forever in my heart.
So with Tri-Cities, like, and then preparing you and then you shifting to begin your music career at Clark Atlanta, what lessons did you learn on the journey?
I feel like being on stage is definitely, I would say, my best takeaway from doing musical theater. Because I was at Clark, I had my CDs. I had my buttons.
She had
I had my hats. I had the QR codes. I had everything.
Oh, you were serious.
I was in the streets. Like,
you were really.
Hey, I'm Dri Jack.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know me. I'm a freshman. Da 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 da. Like, I performed at homecoming. I opened for Monica. My freshman year, everybody knew what I was doing, you know, and being an independent artist at that, it was like, this is what you have to do. So that was like, that's my base, you know, that's my foundation. Like, even if I get signed later on or whatever, I'm the one that has to do the work. The artist has to do the work first before anything else can happen, you know. That's what I feel like Tri-Cities and like my background and stuff has really taught me. Like, that's the foundation of it.
So opening up for Monica while you were in college, like, how does that feel?
Yes. Amazing. I don't even know if she saw me or not, but it was still like, I'm opening up for
We're
Monica.
on the same flyer.
Yeah, literally. I have the billboard, like the thing from Clark, literally. Yeah.
So these buttons, you're in college. How does one have the time to create buttons and QR codes and focus on studying?
As I did have a good GPA, y'all. I did.
Absolutely. She's a Virgo.
Okay. My mama wasn't having it either. Shout out to my brother, though, for real, because Victor Jackson, because he was my manager at the time. So he was really helping me through everything. I did artist development at Marvelous Enterprises downtown. Shout out to Mr. Marvin and Miss Lowe. And they really, and Mr. James, my vocal coach, like they really crafted my mindset, you know, for me to be able to go forward in this career. But yeah, he just helped me. I was going to school during the day and going to the studio at night, literally every day. Yeah.
It was just nonstop.
Having shows. That you know, I became accustomed to doing that and making the time, you know, to do what I had to do. Like, yes, you have to be in school, you have to do this, but this is also what you want to do after school. So why not? And then I transferred to Georgia State my second year. Okay. And I graduated from Georgia State and I changed my major to music management. Yeah. So that was a added bonus to, you know, being in school and learning literally what I need to learn. Because I'm an independent artist now, so I was my manager. I'm still my manager, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I have to know the ins and outs of everything if I'm going to be in the building and if I'm going to be in the offices talking to these people.
Absolutely, so, the ins and outs, in front and behind the camera. Music management. And that wasn't the start, was it?
No, I was doing vocal performance at Clark. So
wow, that was what you majored in, Clark. The vocal performance.
Victor, he is an entertainment professional. He has creative direction. He has worked with Lil Wayne, Candy. This goes on. And so our other brother Vaughn, he passed in 2008. And I was saying, like, the transition from middle school to high school is such an integral part of your life, you know. And that's when I lost him the summer after I graduated from middle school. And so Butterfly was really like he was really the motivation for
your EP Butterfly.
Yeah, for my EP. Butterfly is my first EP that I did independently.
You mixed and mastered it.
I put the pieces together to make sure that it was done correctly. But yeah, I was managing myself at the time and I had to do what I had to do. So yeah, that's my baby.
So not only your brother, but you've also lost a baby as well.
Yes, in 2016 due to ectopic pregnancy. Okay. A lot of people don't talk about ectopic pregnancies. It's really like a aloof subject. But it was, that was a crazy time. It was in my tube, and I lost the tube as well. And they let me know, like, at the time they were saying, like, oh, you won't be able to have another baby, or it's going to be hard and things like that. And so that was I was about to graduate from college when that happened. And so that was another kind of integral moment, you know. It's like, okay, I'm about to really be an adult. Like, okay, what's going to happen? And the depression that came from that, I was unaware of until probably 2020. So about 4 years into it, and I found out once I started going into postpartum doula work, I learned that, you know, your hormones and all of those things from that pregnancy can still affect you, and I didn't know that. And so just transitioning, I guess, from that loss and being able to still work through it. That was a time where I was singing background and, you know, doing background work and studio work and stuff like that. So I had like an outlet, but not knowing like why I was feeling those things or, you know, things like that, that kind of affected me for sure.
I wanted to ask, even like with the grief management process, how has it pushed you as the songwriter that you are today?
Man, writing is definitely an outlet. I journal. I have a journal now for my son, and it's just.
You have a journal for your son?
Yeah.
Oh,
So once
and how
I found
old
out
is he?
He's 1. He's about to turn 1 next week, actually. But when I found out I was pregnant, I wanted to, you know, document the process, because I feel like when life happens to you, you are in the thick of it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you really have to write it out and document it, so that you can go back to it and say, dang, I was really feeling like this, or, you know, or, and then a happy state or a sad state, but just to have it for me to go back to, for him to go back to, it's prayers in there. It's different, you know, different things for him to know, like, you're here. You were always here. You were meant to be here. I was meant to be here. I was meant to be your mom. Things like that. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about this Google's Creators Program, the Raedio.
Yes. Shout out to Issa.
You are
Google,
a winner.
Raedio. Yes, it was an amazing experience. I call it the gift that keeps giving.
Yeah.
Because it's really been an honor to first collaborate with them, and them see me as an artist and respect me as an artist as well, and respect me as an independent artist. Right. I was able to bring my team on, my production team, my management team, everyone that I was working with up until, you know, meeting them. And the other side, that EP is really like a prophetic EP for me right now. I feel like I'm living on the other side of the hurt and the pain and the everything that EP was about. Like, I'm living on the other side. I came out swinging. Okay? I came out. So I feel like it's definitely the gift that keeps on giving. It's a testament to being a woman and knowing yourself, knowing that you should love yourself as much as you love anyone else. You should have that self-esteem, you know, walk into the room like you are that, you know what I'm saying?
For me.
But creating that space for yourself as well. Yeah. Like, nobody can do it but you.
Absolutely.
So you got to do it yourself.
And it was 4 of you that were chosen out of the entire program?
Susie, Jay Stevens, and Caroline. So they are 2 composers and then 2 artists.
That's fire.
And so, they're all over the place.
Are you guys like kind of still connected?
Yeah, we are.
That's fire.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. So my last question for you is, as an independent artist, what is the biggest lesson that you learned going into the program?
I would say, as an independent artist, learning the ins and outs of the marketing side. Of course, me being an independent artist and me producing my own things, I only could produce as much as I was making at whatever job I was making money at, or, you know, things like that. And so just to see the numbers, and because I was independent and I was managing myself, I was the one making sure everything was going to where it needed to go. And I had to do the approval before, you know, but it was also a mentorship, you know, program as well. So it's like, okay, well, if you do this, then this is going to happen. And, you know, it was just like a teaching moment all throughout the whole process. And so I feel like that was the biggest takeaway, like knowing how important marketing is to a project or to an artist. Like, yes, you could do the work, you could do the songs, you could do the videos, but if it's not going to anyone, then it really is, you know, you don't want it to flop. So it's like, pay attention to those things like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So with you being able to collab with those lovely ladies, I know that there's many more collabs on the way. Is there anybody in the future you would like to work with?
I will always say I want to work with Monica. Yeah. Always. For the hometown, for the home city. J. Cole. I love J. Cole.
We was talking about Kehlani earlier.
I love J. Cole. And who else?
We was
I
talking
don't know,
about
those are my top
Kaylani
two right now.
earlier.
Yeah, I love Kaylani too.
Yeah.
Destin Conrad.
I love Destin. And they were on tour
Destin
together,
Conrad.
weren't they?
I think he went on tour with her first.
Yeah, he opened
yeah,
for
he
her.
opened for her. But I just went to see him when he was here.
He is so phenomenal.
In February? Yeah, he's amazing. I would love to. Destin Conrad and Ombre.
Yes,
Ombre
Ombre's fire too.
So those are my 4 features. Maybe they'll be on the next EP.
Now, come on, they're going to be on the next EP. We're going to put it in the air.
Yes.
Okay, well, Dri, because, here at Having It Made, we love the lovely artists that we interview, and we want them to leave here with nothing but smiles and something to be remembered by. We did get you something.
Oh!
Drum roll.
Oh, gosh.
This is for
Oh,
you.
thank you so much. I love vinyls. Yes, I'm going to put this on today. Thank you.
You're
I appreciate
absolutely
that.
welcome.
Thank you so
Add to the
much.
collection.
Yes.
Before we let you go, what can we expect from Miss Dri Jack music? I see you got this Women's History Month that is coming up.
Yes, we're celebrating Women's History Month. Gotta, support the women in Atlanta. So Kay Calloway, we met each other when we did the National Black Arts Festival grant program, and we performed at the gala together.
Okay.
And ever since then, we've been supporting each other. And so she asked me to perform for her fundraising event for her nonprofit, and I'm all about that. So I'm like, yeah, let's go, let's do it.
Let's do it.
And so this is really my first, I won't say this is my first performance after having my child, but this is where I'm mentally there at the same time, and I'm ready to get back in and jump back into it. So yeah, I'm really excited.
She's like, Mommy, I want to make music.
Oh, he's already there, baby. He's singing. He's got his little toy mic. He's like, yeah, so he's playing the drums. He's gonna be a star in whatever he chooses to do, whether it's singing, music, athletic stuff.
Yeah,
he's a star.
That's in there.
Yeah.
You've been like la 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 la.
All right,
with your scales.
Yes,
absolutely.
Everybody, my dad, my sister, everybody sings to him. So
I love it.
He knows music. He got some rhythm in his bones somewhere.
It's in there. It's genetic.
Yes.
Dri, I am so happy to have you here with us. Thank you for doing this
Thank
interview.
you for having me.
For those that want to get into the industry and make it to the top, what advice would you give to them?
I would say know where you want to go. Have a plan for where you want to go, even if it's you writing it down in a journal, you telling someone like a close friend or something. But know where you want to go, because in the industry, it's a lot of people that don't know where they want to go, or can kind of get you off track if you don't know where you want to go. And just be true to yourself. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dri.
This
was phenomenal.
Yes.
I'd like to thank the beautiful Miss Dri Jack for joining us on Having It Made. Where can we follow you, Dri?
Everybody can follow me at Dri Jack Music on everything: Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Dri Jack Live. Go ahead and check out those videos I worked hard for. And yeah, stay tuned for new music.
New music, new EP. Thank you, beautiful people, for tuning in to Having It Made with your host, Alexandria Jade. Again, I'd like to thank Dri Jack for joining us. And we will see you guys next episode.
See ya.